Hello, 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 and welcome to my Pick Three at a Glance family. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing great. All right, family. Um, I'm welcoming the viewers. If you're first time viewing my channel, please like, share, comment, and subscribe and help the channel grow. At Pick Three at a Glance, we work for all states, wherever they use 1,000 numbers for the Pick Three. Also, like I always say, we're the channel of no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no root sums, no grids, no flips, and the 100 different multiple rundowns they got out there to try to hit the number the next day. It don't work like that. It's not set up for you to win, but set up for you to lose. And to me, to make you a better player and help you be a better player, the only way I can see is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers so you'll know at all times where those numbers stand. And the only way I can see that, and that's why I came up with this Pick Three at a Glance system where we take 22 numbers and do a simple one rundown on all 22 numbers. And when you do that, you have all the 1,000 numbers and their combinations that you can pick off at a glance by the law of average and track them down, because all the numbers have to rotate and change positions as you tracking them down by the law of average. The numbers that are left are the numbers that you're looking for to play. And it's not a thing where you're going to hit the numbers the next day, but you're going to see that as you're tracking the numbers down on the 22 columns that makes up the Pick Three at a Glance sheet. So, I mean, I don't really need to go into a lot of detail on that, because once you start doing this tracking, your eyes going to be wide open like a Mack truck that you're not going to hit these numbers the next day. You need to track them down like a bloodhound and know what numbers to play and know why you missed the number. And you're going to be a more better player because you're going to be more relaxed, because you're going to know why you're playing your numbers from actually tracking the 1,000 numbers and not trying to see it with just the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the root sums, or the grids, or the multiple 100 different rundowns. You're taking your eye off the ball when you do that. We need our eye on the ball to bang them with this Pick Three at a Glance system. So here we go. What I do. This here is my tutorial. Basically, what I do. I'm state specific for Missouri evening draw. So what I do, I take the number before, which is October the 8th, 2022, which was 423. And I demonstrate how using the 1-1 rundown helps you find the number on the 22 columns for the Pick Three at a Glance master sheet. Okay, so let's get started here. What we have for today, the number that came out, today is October 9th. The number that came out October the 8th, which was yesterday evening draw. I track evenings because I'm a night person. If you morning, track mornings. All right. The last time it came out was October 25th, 2021. I like to let people know the last time a number comes straight so they can see how these numbers actually rotate each year and how difficult it is to try to find that number the next day. You track the numbers and count them down. So here's the 6. This is a straight. It has 6 different ways that it can come by law of average and rotating. All the numbers changing places. Here you have the 423, the 432, the 324, the 342, the 234, and the 243. All those numbers have to rotate and change position. And it takes up to 3+ years for all these 1,000 numbers on the master sheet to change positions and rotate back close to where they were at. All right? So that's why you have to track. So we're going to take the 1-1 rundown and run down the 423. I'd use a simple 1-run rundown because it's the most simplest and most effective way to track these numbers and commonsensical way. All right? I call it the KISS effect. Just keep it super simple with me. And like I say, I always say, when it got past 1 + 1 was 2, Mo Monetary was through with math. This was downloaded to me from on high. And everybody know when I mean on high what that means. I hope they do. But it was, and it was a blessing. So I'm sharing this blessing with everybody I can share it with. So please like, share, and subscribe. So we're going to do the 1-1 rundown, the simple rundown. All we're doing is adding 1 to each one of the numbers to this number. And we're going to go 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to the 9, you add that 1, it's going to be 10, but we don't use the 1, we just use the 0. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Same number top, bottom, same number at the bottom. You stop. Same here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Same number top, number at the bottom. Okay, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Know what to do with that 0? 1, 2, 3. Same number top, number at the bottom. Can't get no simpler than that, y'all. So keep it simple. All right. Now, we want to find out where this 423 is on this master sheet here now. That makes up the 22 columns. All right. And here's the 22 numbers that makes up this simple master sheet. And it's simple. And everything's in numerical order, just like this here. As simple as it is. Everything's in numerical order. No fuss, no muss. Now here we got the number 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, and 037. These numbers make up, the 12 numbers make up 12 other columns of the 1,000 numbers and their combinations. Then here we have the doubles. Doubles are numbers that come with two like numbers. Pick 3 with two like numbers. And they're simple, all in numerical order also. And it's just 10 of those. And you got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros. Then you got 011, 022, 033, and 044. All these base numbers, all in numerical order. Now we're looking for this 423 in what column? When you do this 1-1 rundown on the number that came in, okay, one of these base numbers is going to be in that number, no matter if it's a double, okay, or if it's a straight. Any number that comes in for your state, you do the 1-1 rundown. One of these base numbers will always be in a number. The way you find the base number, like, see the 012 here is in the column. It's a base number. It's not 012, but it's showed as 201 because the numbers different positions. If you do the 1-1 rundown or the 012, then it's going to show up as 234 when you do the 1-1 rundown on it. So we're going to go to column 1, which is in column 1 right here. We're going to look for the 012, and we're going to find the 234. Okay, so let's go to column 1. And here it is, 234. Bam, you're done. All right. Now, at a glance, you can see all 1,000 numbers. Okay, so how you get the 1,000 numbers? Okay. You got each one of these columns, you got to realize you're not looking at 10 numbers, you're looking at 60 numbers. Each column has 60 numbers. 12 times 60, and we go down here, 12 times 60 is 720 numbers. At a glance on 12 columns. 720 numbers you're looking at a glance. And they're 6-way combinations. You can't beat that. You're going to know what's going on. Now, we got the doubles, and it's 10 of them. And each one of their columns can only come 3 ways. Okay? So you got 9 times 30, because you can't include the triples because they only can come 1 way. All right? So we're going to do 9 times the 30, and you're going to get 9 times 30, 270 that you're looking at a glance on this one sheet of paper or this one board, but you can make it a sheet of paper. Just write the numbers down, do what I did, do the 1-1 rundown, and you hot and trot. You're going to be hot and trotting. Then the 10 for just the triples is added to this 990 because of the 720 and 270 give you 990. The 10 going to give you 1,000 numbers at a glance. You got 1 in 1 odds to hit your number, all right, of 1,000. And it's all on this one sheet of paper that you can analyze. You can make decisions, good decisions off of how to pick your pick 3 number, because you're going to be looking at what all the 1,000 numbers are doing at a glance. Okay? So 1 in 1,000 odds. This here, the 1 in 1,000 odds is never going to change. These rotating and doing what they have to do is never going to change. And at a glance, you're going to know what column any number ever falls off of. I'm going to say ever. If you're playing in your daily player, you check the numbers off by law of average. And as the numbers dwindle down, because you got 1,000 numbers, you'll be able to see what numbers to actually take on and play as you build your list of numbers to play. As you're winning, you always have a list of numbers to go to. You won't have to do the guessing. You won't have to worry about doing the date sums, the tic-tac-toes, the root sums, the grids, the flips, and all those different 100,000 rundowns, and calling mama, brother, sister, daddy for a pick 3 number, dreaming a pick 3 number, looking at license plates, pick 3 number. Been there, done that, y'all. I can laugh about it, talk about it, because I didn't earn my wounds, But let me tell you, this is gonna change it for you. Now, I'm gonna do this here. What we have here is the monthly sheet. Now, right here, I can tell you, if you looked at my strategy sheet earlier today, it's only one mark on here. I erased everything pretty much from last month to show you how my monthly sheet. See, this column 1 didn't hit last month. First number to come off of it this month is 2, 3, 4. I can see that at a glance. But I also know the 2 numbers that didn't fall, ain't fell all year yet on that column is the 4, 5, 6, and the 6, 7, 8 at a glance. So if I'm playing off this column again, and I know I want to play, I'm gonna play the 4, 5, 6, and the 6, 7, 8, because them the only 2 left. By law average, one of them 2 gonna probably come in. At a glance, I can look at it. I ain't got to do no upside down, no nothing. No, I ain't got to do no flips and turns to get the number. So I know that. You're gonna know that same thing with this simple column. All right. So with this sheet here, this is my monthly sheet that I do one every month from January up to present. Then I do take the same sheet and mark off an annual sheet from January to present. And then I can see at a glance what numbers automatically are left to start to have on my bucket list. And this is not just starting from January. You're going to be doing this consistently, where you always have your eye on the ball with the 1,000 numbers. All right? Now, another thing I like about this, with this 1-1 rundown, why I say it's the most powerful, most simple, and easiest one to use, you have in the pick 3 world what you call mirrors, or sister numbers, or opposite numbers. That simply means, and you see this number line here, which is a simple number line, that if you take the triple zeros to 499, that's the top numbers of the 1,000 number. If you take this 500 to 999, that will be the bottom numbers of the 1,000. So, say I was playing the 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7. They just played my top number. Played the bottom number instead of the top number. If I was playing 7, 8, 9, and they played 2, 3, 4, they just played my top number instead of the bottom number, because they're the opposite or the mirror each other. Reason being, 0 going to be a 5, 0 opposite of 5, 5 opposite of 0, or mirror. 1 opposite of 6, 6 opposite of 1, 2 opposite of 7, 7 opposite of 2, 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of 3, 4 opposite of 9, 9 opposite of 4. See how that worked? Now, the power and the significance of that for me, when you tracking these numbers by the month and you seeing what's going on with each column, and you find a column ain't failed in 3 months, 4 months, the most I see is 3 months. On 2 months, I start looking at that column to look at something to pull off of it and putting numbers on my bucket list. 3 months, I know a definite column can go 3 months. 90 days, I'm on it like white on rice. Okay, I'm on it because I know the odds of something coming off that column has just gotten greater. Another thing, like here, if I see that a column ain't here for 3 months and I'm pulling something off of it, like this 012, the mirror is on each one of these columns for each number. Like this 012, the mirror it is 5, 6, 7. 5 can be a 0, 0 can be a 5, 6 can be a 1, 1 can be a 6, 7 can be a 2, 2 can be a 7. All right? I'm definitely going to play these 2 numbers in 3 months if nothing came, and these two numbers ain't hit. They opposite and they mirror. And you'll also find too that say 012, 123, 567, and 678 ain't fail together, and they all mirror each other. I'm definitely playing them four numbers. They ain't but 50-cent box, so I can have some play money to play. Continue to play my other numbers. Because that out too, by law average, one of those numbers are coming in. And like I said, at a glance, I already know 4, 5, 6, and 6, 7, 8 ain't came in for the whole year yet. All at a glance. And then if you see my other short with just this sheet here, if I want to check something or go back and check, all I got to do is flip my sheets back and glance and look at everything and don't have to do all that other stuff that they got going on out here. Okay? It's simple. Now, I'm trying to be humble about this, but we got to get serious. If we're going to hit this pick 3, and we can do it, because pick 3 is the only one that's teachable and doable, but you got to track the numbers. It's the only one that you can track 1,000 numbers and know exactly what's going on with those numbers. You can know the front pairs if you track them. You can know the back pairs if you track it. You can know the single number that's missing if you track it. There's nothing you can't look at on these pick 3s and track. You can't do that on pick 4 with 10,000 numbers. And I want to say I hit the lotto, and it was all luck. I sometimes, if I got a little extra change, I say, give me a lotto ticket or a Powerball or something. You know how we do. And I hit it for a top prize. I got to go to the office and cash it in. But I ain't spending no lot of money on them tickets. If I play lotto power, I don't play but a couple of dollars on them because I know it's all luck. And I play for fun. This should be played for fun too. Don't burn your money up. Just take your time. Track the numbers down. Be like a bloodhound. They're going to talk to you. All you got to do is look at the columns. And then, like I say, with the other strategies, like the front pairs, the back pairs, the pairs, the single pairs that I got, all at a glance, take your time. And when them numbers go in your state, because all numbers going to run different from midday to evening, midday. If they got 4 draws, all those going to run different. If a number come on a different draw on you, don't sweat it, because all the numbers going to cross paths. It's only, like I keep saying, I guess people think there's a lot of numbers. Really, it's only 1,000 numbers that can be trackable, doable, and teachable. I can teach this whole system to anybody in 30 minutes. I ain't going to keep you on the phone for 20 hours trying to explain nothing. I ain't going to, you'll get this, believe me. It's simple. All right? 30 minutes. And most people that do call me, that I don't even take 30 minutes. We talk about everything else after I talk to Neil. Because they got it once I talk to him. So, yeah, this is how we're going to get them now. We're going to bang them. Counting these numbers. All right? I hope they don't change up on us, because once everybody get this and start tracking their own numbers, individual person, I don't, people have called me and asked me to get them a number for their state. I don't. They've been looking at too much YouTube. I don't roll like that. Because if you can't take out the time to track your own numbers, if you're a serious player and want to play, then I can't help you. I'm going to be truthful with you. I can't help you. Because I ain't letting nobody else play my money, especially when somebody gave me a system that works. I ain't doing that. I play my own money and I lose my own money. Okay, Terry just keeping it real, y'all. I'm old school. I hate to say it. I'm old school. I don't hate to say it, but I'm real, y'all. But I'm telling you, if you can't take time to track these numbers, and you calling me to give you a number, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't pick no number in your state. I can't send you no number. Ain't no system, and unless somebody. And if they do hit, it ain't gonna be that regular. I guarantee you, if you do this system here, you're gonna hit more than anybody can tell you a number or send you a number. How you gonna miss? You're looking at all 1,000 numbers. How you gonna miss? Ain't nobody call you, and they can't stay up long enough to realize what number's going in everybody's state. So I ain't gonna lie to you. You call more money, Terry, tell me, ask me about some numbers. I'm telling you, I can't help you. I can't help you. Not in your state. Now, if you want to play online on Missouri, I can help you bang them in the park. I can help you bang them. You got that kind of money, you're going to win, because I'm tracking these. But I'm not doing that on there because I see a lot of people on YouTube putting themselves in that position and they don't last long. They don't last long. I see one woman, I think she worked herself to death trying to find a system where you're going to work and find the numbers that's going to come the next day. Okay, this is a reality check. I'm going to get off that. And I felt sorry for her. She worked hard. She was sincere about trying to find a system to hit a number to work through the next day on pick 3. I really did. She worked hard. I ain't going to call them names. Y'all probably know her. She's well known. But no, it don't work like that. I wish I could have been around to help her a little bit. But anyway, this is a reality check. If you got 1,000 numbers, okay? 1,000 numbers here. If you play a different number 365 days out of the year, a different number, I'm saying now, straight, you still gonna have 635 numbers left that you ain't gonna touch. I'm gonna say this again, y'all. Get this in your head now. If you played, it's 1,000 numbers on this board here. You played, if they played a different number, Lord played a different number every day, 365 days out that year, it's still gonna be you played a different, a different number or a different number. You're still gonna have 635 numbers you ain't gonna touch. That's why I say take 3 years. You can see that this is only a third of the 1,000 almost to rotate them out. That's how they get you. All right. Another thing, another reality check on this column. You can see I already told you it's been a month. Only one number came off of that column. And that's how many, about 40-something days. But you can see that at a glance. You ain't got to guess. You ain't got to do all that other stuff. If you run these numbers just like they are, straight, every day for 365 days out of the year, on the law average, you'll only get 3 of these numbers straight. You might this year get this number, and that number straight. Just 3 of them now, I'm telling you. The next year, it'll flip off. You might get these 3 here straight out of the whole year. I'm telling you. Then the next year, you might get one of these back straight. Then this one straight, this straight, out of the whole year. But you increase your chances, at least boxed and straight, when you start tracking the front pair and the back pairs and other things I'm gonna show you. But if you I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm talking about. Just check it out and find somebody to dispute me on that. And I can show them better than I can tell them. I'm from Missouri. I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm telling you, you'll only get 3 out of this straight a year. Whole year. Same thing. That's why I say I don't invest in pick 3s. I mean, not pick 3s, but these triples. Because each year, only 3, and that's what made me know that because I was doing some reading, and they said on the average, you only get 3 triples out a year. That's a bad investment. That's going straight each year. And you can go back and track your own records and see how many triples you get out of a year on average. Now, when I say on average, I ain't talking about them off years. You know, you have off years. On average, there's going to be 3 triples. I know last year on evenings, we only got 2. Them are the things you need to know. All right. I think I covered that pretty much for you. Yep, that's what you need to know. Be real. You can't make money if we ain't being real with it. All right. So now here's my other strategies. Hold on a minute. All right. 1 minute. I'll be right back. Look at that. I call that my how you call it? I call that my boo, my baby, my common sense sheet. I call that light thing because that sheet there made a big difference in me playing pick 3. When I came up with it, with the download, it was very powerful. And then I added these other strategies to it that kind of completed everything, where I could sleep good at night because I knew why I was playing my numbers anytime I played them. and it's been good to me. So here we go right here with my other simple strategy, simple at a glance. And here it is right here. Strategy number 2. Just track the single pairs, your own pairs. You don't need nobody to tell you about where to find your pairs in your own state or what pairs to play. Okay, here you go. With that 4, 2, 3 that came in, I'm going to mark off the 2, 3, and 24, and the 34. You got 3 different numbers. You're going to have 3 different pairs, okay? Now, here, if say a double come, 11, say 1, 1, 2 come, I'm going to mark off the 11, and I'm going to mark off the 12 because you only got 2 different numbers. If a triple come, like the triple twos, I'm going to mark off the double twos to let me know a double came, double twos came. Okay, and that's how you mark off the pairs at the end of the month. And this is a monthly one. And whatever pairs I didn't mark off, I know to carry them over. You'll see how they working by the law of average. You ain't gonna need, for your own state. Who else gonna be able to tell you that other than you tracking for yourself? All right. Here's column number 3. All right, strategy number 3. What I did is I took 0 to 9. I made 3 columns of it. And just like this 4, 2, 3 came in, I'll mark off the 4 right here, the 2 in the middle, the 3 on the end. Now at the end of the month, whatever, as the numbers come in, I'm marking them off. Whatever number come in, what spot, just checking them off. And then whatever number and whatever spot don't show up, I know at a glance what number I'm looking at. So if I'm playing this 1, 2, 3, and 2 don't come in on the front spot that month, and the next month, I'm definitely going to play that 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make sure I play it as 2, 3, 1, and 2, 1, 3 to hit it straight. Because 9 out of 10, that 2 might fall with my 1, 2, 3 being on the front, if that's the number I'm playing, or whatever number I'm playing with a 2. I'm going to put that 2 on the front of it. It could, whatever number you play with a 2. If you're playing 1, 2, 2, you want to make sure you're playing the 2, 1, 2, or 2, 2, 1. That's how I hit 2. Because I know where to place them numbers. All right. This here, right here, front pair, back pair. The numbers that the line that's going through, the same numbers at the top, it's the same numbers at the bottom, okay? Now, what I do on this 4, 2, 1, I do the front pair, which is 4, 2, back pair is the 24. All the strategies are very powerful, but this front pair, back pair is powerful because you're going to know where the front pairs and back pairs didn't fall. And then you can mate them up. It's going to be some things you'll be able to see. When you start doing it and how the numbers fall, you're going to be glad you did this one. Okay? That's what I tell you. But as you marking these numbers off and start building your list of numbers to play, and as you hit, you always know where your numbers stand and how to play them. You'll always know. You won't have to guess. This here is my doubles. I paired them. I put them in paired positions and mirrored positions. Each one of those doubles are paired and opposite of each other. So at a glance, I knew where I stood with my doubles at all times. So let's say here, right here on this 2, 2, 8 and this 8, 8, 2. Whiteboards are nice, but I have to keep painting on them to try to make them look good. But right here, so this 2, 2, 8 and this 8, 8, 2, as you know, is a pair. The 7, 7, 3 and this 3, 3, 7 is a pair. So if I know, and this is a yearly sheet for the whole year, if I know that this 2, 2, 8 and 8, 8, 2 or the 7, 7, 3 or 3, 3, 7 didn't come out that whole year, I'm playing all those. I'm carrying those over to the next year. By law average, one of those coming out the next year. Okay? One of them coming out. I ain't got to look at no other doubles because they probably more than like already failed and they ain't going to be coming back that next year. And that's how I figured it out, though. I used to start all over again until I realized that following year with my pick three at a glance sheet, the numbers that hadn't failed, because I highlighted the numbers that hadn't failed the year before, was the ones that was coming out. Then I'm like, oh, here we go. This is the answer. And that's when I can tell you that them numbers take 3 years or 4 years to rotate out because I've been tracking them. Okay, now, say this 2-3 and this 7-7-3 don't come out. I'm looking at, don't come. I'm looking at playing those two. Why? Because they're the opposite of each other. 7 a 2, a 2 is a 7, a 3 is a 8, 8 is 3. They mirrors. I play they mirrors. Then if I get where 9 out of 10, you're going to find that maybe 3 columns don't fall off. It can be anywhere. 3 of these columns through the year don't come out. I know what 3 columns are going to play the following year. I think most I've seen is 4 columns and that might not came out. But things going to be different in each state, okay? I don't think it should be more than 4 columns. On average, that's what I've been getting. But 3 columns, it normally can be that. But at least I know where I'm going to get my doubles from or what doubles to play. Really, that's how it works. And then here, my calendar, where I put the 4, 2, 3 to track the numbers. And at a glance, with my pick three at a glance sheet that you'll see on the shorts. And I got it, on my channel throughout everything, just to show y'all I'm real. I just flip through the sheet and go back at a glance. I can look at a month, look at every number, what fell, how it fell, or whatever happened with it. I also make notes on my little sheet to keep me in line. No, I don't need no 3-ring binders or none of that kind of stuff. I used to have all this stuff. You would believe the money I spent in books trying to hit this pick three stuff. Books, going everywhere. And then I guess it was good that I did get the books and read them and stuff to come up with my own system. But this system works, y'all. Got to track them. It's 1,000 numbers, but made simple. 1,000 numbers made simple. Maybe that's how to post. I don't think I will. Catching 1,000 numbers made simple. Yeah, I probably will. All right, y'all. Told you I'm always thinking on how to improve this stuff for y'all and for us, make us better players. All right, peace and love, family. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. God bless.